One.
Good morning and welcome to episode 152 Down to Dunk. You can find us on The Athletic and anywhere else you subscribe to your podcast. Go to theathletic.com/down2dunk and get The Athletic for $1 a month for 6 months. I am Luke, joined this morning by Andrew.
I gotta say, I'm just fired up to be here today. It's pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. Woo!
Slam throw.
And Taylor.
What's up, YouTube? Slither.
So we are 10 days away from Media Day.
Ooh,
Today.
Wow.
Are we going to get a new intro?
We will get a new intro that does
Yes.
not include Josh Giddey because somebody added us on Twitter this week asking us to take it down.
Take it down. This is
Because
offensive.
Josh Giddey is no longer on the team. Sorry, we're keeping it until we get the new intro. I'm not saying it's going to be on, it will not be on the 30th, but
Do you have plans?
I have plans.
Do you have plans for me today? Do you have
I have plans. I have ideas.
okay?
Ooh. Can you give a hint?
Nope.
No hints.
Nope.
Complete
even-
surprise.
Not even a hint.
Can you give a word to describe the idea? Like this year is going to be
Oh yeah, what's the theme?
the theme.
Nope.
Okay. Like last year's, I would say cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat. That's 2 words.
Cowboy hat.
Still 2 words. Not a lot of Thunder news. We did cover a lot of it on Wednesday. We didn't talk about the whole if the Sonics come back, they get the Thunder's history and how people thought that was breaking news, but
Mhm.
It's like that's like the known.
it's
always
something that has been around for a while. I think maybe some reason why they think it was breaking news is that when they actually made that agreement, it had a 5-year expiration on that. But if you just pay attention to the way the Thunder treat their own history and the Sonics history, they hardly ever mention the Sonics history as a part of theirs. So I think that it would just be best that they just don't even use it at all, and then they give it to the Sonics. And I think that was always the intention. That was always what was going to happen. It's not really breaking news, at least to Thunder fans. I know that most Thunder fans were just like, "What?
You
Like
want to know?
how is this news?"
You want to know my Sonics history?
Hmm.
I went about a week ago. Had a sausage burrito.
Yeah.
In what?
What's your Sonic history?
Oh. What did I get?
Got a medium
Oh,
coffee.
I freaking got a cheesecake. Okay, so on the sale list, if you order from the app, you know what I'm saying? There's like a cheesecake ice cream freeze or whatever that's way cheaper. So it's
Yeah.
like, surely that'll just taste like with Oreos in it. It was awful. I hated it.
I really
Don't get the cheesecake ice cream variations.
Well, I wouldn't ever go to Sonic for ice cream, anyways.
Well, I went with like the kids wanted like corn dogs. They have great corn dogs.
Hmm.
The
They
kids
have-
like the corn dogs.
I wouldn't say they have great corn dogs. I'd say they have corn dogs.
All right, kids really like their corn dogs.
There you go.
Anyways, so somebody, who was it? Daniel Zanellini in the chat makes a good point that there's retired numbers that can't be worn
Mm-hmm.
by Thunder players currently that will be able to be worn after
Ooh, what numbers
they
are about
after
to
they split.
what numbers are about to unlock?
Number 1,
Ooh.
Ooh, some would argue the best number.
Gus Williams, or number 1.
Oh, God,
So-
you can't do that to Gus
So number 4 will be retired because that is
Collison.
Nick Collison. Number 6 will be retired because they retired that number across the NBA. That was Bill Russell's number. Number 10, that was Nate McMillan's number. 19, anybody just hankering to wear 19? That was Lenny Wilkins. 24, was actually one that people would want to wear. Spencer Haywood
Hmm.
wore that one. Downtown Freddie Brown wore 32, which is another popular number. And then 43 was Jack Sikma's number.
I'll say
43 looks good.
Mm-hmm.
43 is a good looking number.
I'll say this: they retired too many numbers.
The Sonics?
Yeah, it's too many.
Will you hit Tayshawn's, please? Because this is actually going right into my Tayshawn's, believe
Jimmy,
it or not.
Tayshawn's factoid figure inventory. It's called broadcasting, folks. Tayshawn's factoid figure inventory.
Hey, I'm Tayshawn. This is my victory dictory. The Nets are going to retire Vince Carter's number, and a lot of people are confused because they don't think of him as a Net as much as they do a Raptor. He was on the Nets for 5 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
They won 2 playoff series. That's it, the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, why are we retiring Vince Carter's number? And that brought up, it's interesting you brought this up, Andrew, because my question was, whose numbers are next in line to be retired for the Thunder? And if we can predict, the Nets have 7 jersey numbers retired. The Thunder have 1 right now. That's an actual Thunder player. So can we get to 7? Can we predict what the 7 will be?
What the 7 will be?
Yes.
I think.
Can we get to 7? What's the closest we can get to 7?
The next one?
And it sounds legitimate.
The next one, I think we can all agree. Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
They have to do Russ before KD.
I do believe.
Yeah. They will for sure do Russ before KD. If KD's, KD's not a guarantee.
I don't think
I
he's
would
a
say.
guarantee unless he comes back.
I think it'll happen. I just think it'll take time. I think it'll take more time.
Like KD's in his 70s.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Sure.
That much time?
I don't know. How
Andrew
much
said
time.
it. You said it here first. Well, let's remember.
You heard it here first. Okay. So if it's Russ and then old man KD,
Yeah. They already did Collison.
then you have to. Now we have to make assumptions because here's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yes.
In year
predictions.
2, we would have said, "Oh, they're going to retire Harden's 13."
Right.
True. A lot could
There's
change.
there's no way they're retiring Harden.
No.
We play here 3 years. There's no way. So we'd have to make some pretty big assumptions
Mhm.
about
Today's
these guys, and a lot of it's just staying power. Like, how long are they willing to be on the Thunder?
Mhm.
Are they going to play a decade? Okay, well then maybe we can talk about retiring their number. Are they going to play 3 or 4 years for us and then go like Josh Giddey? I think like 2 years ago, if we were doing
Well-
this exercise, we would have probably said Josh Giddey.
Well, do you think it's
we
weird?
wouldn't.
2 years ago?
We would have said they're going to retire Josh Giddey's number. You don't just get.
If you're making predictions.
If we were making predictions, if we were trying to predict who it would be, he was averaging 18, 8, and 6 as a 20-year-old.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see us getting there logically in this discussion. But my question also, going back to the Vince Carter thing, do you think it's weird that the Nets are retiring Vince Carter's number, or does that make sense to you, Andrew? Initial feeling.
Yeah, I thought it rang as like, hey, let's distract people from anything that involves our basketball.
Okay.
And we're just going to retire Vince Carter. That was cool.
So
guys
you
remember
also
Vince Carter?
don't think that Vince Carter's tenure at the Nets does not
No,
it doesn't warrant a jersey retirement.
When you look at his career, obviously he plays most years with Toronto,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just don't get it.
Okay. So it has to be much more than Vince Carter. So that means more. Obviously, if you win a championship, you could have up to 2 players on that championship team with retired numbers, maybe 3, depending on how the careers go.
I have an unconventional person to retire their number.
Mm-hmm.
Unconventional.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Paul. Because he was here, that when he came here and played when the Hornets came and were here for that.
Yeah, but that
small
was
time.
the Hornets.
Still, but then came back and played for us for a short time.
Yeah.
Still
Just for 1 year.
unconventional, but still important in the history of Oklahoma City basketball.
I know, but it's the franchise, it's the team. The Hornets are a different team.
Okay, I said unconventional. You can disagree.
All right, maybe
don't have to like it.
you put him in the Oklahoma City Hall of Fame then, Luke.
Yeah,
I bet he's in it.
I see your unconventional player and raise you a Kenrich Williams.
Oh wow. Okay. So same. God, I just wish he like
In the same-
contributed more in the same vein as Collison.
Yeah,
But Collison played a lot. Collison played more than Kenrich has played so far.
he
He had a bigger role.
he had a bigger role in the beginning. In the beginning, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I agree. Let's see. So in OKC, during the years where they were good, he played like 1,500 minutes, 1,300 minutes, 1,500 minutes, 1,300 minutes, 1,100 minutes. And then in 15-16, he only played 699 minutes.
Okay, so he had 5 seasons of bigger role, actual contributions to the team.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was enough for us. We said that this is the guy.
Well, and then he just stayed. I mean, he stayed around and, was with, he was with one franchise the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Was part of that too.
Mm-hmm.
And he meant a lot to like everything that they were building. Which
That's true. He did have the Sonics history behind him as well.
So Kenrich this will be his 5th year with the Thunder. 1,400 minutes, 1,000 minutes, 1,200 minutes, 1,000 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's much closer to Collison than I thought it was going to be.
So he's played a Collison role for them in his first 4 seasons.
Don't you agree, though, that those seasons for Collison, it just felt like he was a much bigger part of the team than Kenrich feels like he has right now?
Well, the team was a lot more shallow
yeah,
than this team is.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not like I remember Collison playing like a ton.
Not a ton, but I don't know. He was like clearly so part of the core culture of what that team was. Like, I think you would think of after Russ, KD, and Harden, would you think of Tabo or Collison next?
Tabo.
But like right off the top of
Yes.
your head, you're thinking Tabo?
Yes.
Which I would understand that.
Surge before. Perkins before.
Perk before? No
Yeah,
way.
yes.
No way. Not Perk
yeah,
before
he started.
Collison.
He started, yeah.
But he wasn't even here. He came because of the Jeff Green trade. So Collison was still a part of those earlier teams that were so
Still.
exciting.
Still. I mean,
Okay, so you hate Nick Collison.
I don't hate him. Don't hate him. Don't want that. I don't hate him.
Okay, next I'm going Shea. I think Shea's going to stay here. I think we're going to win with Shea. So Shea's going to be a retired number.
Yeah.
And I think
So here's the thing.
Chet.
So if we win, if like this team in the next 3 years is able to win championship, are we just
Mhm.
retiring a ton of those numbers?
all of them. I say retire the full 15 man.
No, you don't do that.
Oh, okay.
They will end up like the Celtics where there's just no numbers to choose from.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If they win though, listen, if they win with this group, let's
Mhm.
say it's Shea, Dub, and Chet, and they win,
yeah.
and all of them stay at least 7 years.
Yeah.
I have a
Could you
question.
retire 3 of them?
Eventually you could.
If you win with the same, realistically the same group, back to back, do you retire all the numbers?
I think yes, I think that you do. I mean, you think about
We have Dort too. Dort's a big part of this.
like San Antonio. Is San Antonio going to retire Duncan, Manu, and Tony Parker?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, so if the Thunder win multiple championships together with that trio as their best players, like they're going to retire those numbers.
Yeah.
But beyond just those 3, do they then, like, if there's like more guys there? I mean, if they win all together, they're retiring Dort.
I think you eventually retire Dort.
If he stay, Dort could be a guy that's here his entire career.
Yeah, I agree.
It's possible.
Unless
And he's had-
unless a trade comes
And
out.
he's had a much bigger role than Collison.
Oh well, yeah.
Then he's retired.
It's true.
Then he's
That's
retired.
true.
Retired.
Yeah, people.
But Collison was such a culture guy.
So's Dort.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I think Dort's a bigger culture guy than Collison.
No.
Wow.
I do.
Wow. Let us know what you think. Was Dort a bigger culture guy than Collison?
St. John's factoid bigger in victory. St. John's factoid bigger in victory. So much better than AI game show.
It's a lot better than AI.
I gotta
game
give.
show.
I gotta hand
Really?
it to you. Yeah.
Okay. I thought AI game show was gonna go. That really
It went off the rails.
went off the rails. Yeah.
Immediately.
I was actually surprised at how bad it was at making sure the answers were correct. I assumed this is for sure. This is gonna be right. Why would I not trust that?
You gotta be careful. If this is your job, if this is you doing that at your job, you get fired.
Absolutely.
Did you guys see the Isaiah Hartenstein workout video?
No.
No.
I'm playing it right now, and you just lean over and watch it.
Oh.
So he is just absolutely cooking Marvin Bagley and a bunch of other guys that I don't know. And is like hitting step back threes. He's bringing the ball up the court, just dunking on these fools. He looks great, but here's the deal. It's very fun to watch because he looks amazing. And whoever put this video together, Ray Clark, shout out to Ray Clark, and then Kenny Ellis TV, which Kenny is a.
Please, will you replay it?
Yeah, I'll replay it. Kenny is the guy who's like helping him work out, like he's his trainer, and so, anyways, so a couple things have come of this through Reddit where somebody's made a comment about how he had said something about that Isaiah Hartenstein is going to start, and then Kenny commented below something about like that's the plan, is that Isaiah
Really?
Hartenstein is going to start next to Chet. And then he later came back and said that comment was taken out of context, that what he was trying to say was that they were going to be a powerful duo or something. I don't really know.
Why would anyone think that he meant instead of Chet?
No.
I don't think
That's
he
not
knows.
what people thought.
Yeah.
That's not what people thought. That's not
why he
Well,
came-
good.
just
you know-
that he was going to start in general.
We know why he had to come out and clarify that.
Hmm.
Because someone got yelled at.
Maybe so. I don't know. I mean, but the one of the Hardenstein videos is cool. Also,
I like it because there's at one point where it looks like he's passing to him here, where it looks like he's passing to himself.
yeah,
With how it's cut, and I
it's a
like
great
that.
cut. It's a great cut.
But I also think, like, most of the guys that he's playing against are like not NBA players, right?
There's one.
There's one, and it's like, but the rest are
And not a very good one.
And so it's like, do you think I could put together the same highlight reel if I was playing against like
No,
eight-year-olds?
No, you just don't look like that. You don't move like that.
But
Luke.
against
Yeah.
8-year-olds, I would.
No, you
No.
wouldn't.
As comparatively.
No. I think
There's some
people,
good. There's some good 8-year-olds.
I
out
think
there.
people would say there's some 8-year-olds out there that are more athletic than Luke.
8? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
I think so.
I've just got so much mass.
I don't believe. Yeah,
To
you
throw
do have a
around.
lot of mass, but
Could
do
be.
you have the fluidity?
Yeah, against 8. I don't. Okay, 7-year-olds.
Okay.
7-year-olds are so close. No, 8-year-olds. I'm confident.
I don't know. 5, 6. Maybe you're getting somewhere
5,
just
6
because they
can't
don't
even-
have.
They can't even dribble.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, then 8. I'm pretty confident.
All right.
I just think that NBA guys, when they're in these summer runs and they get these videos made of them,
It's always good.
I would pay very little attention to them.
It's like
I would pay a lot of it. We just paid a lot of attention to it.
I know.
It was just because how many times? I guess it was only like 2 or 3 times where we like summer Carmelo Anthony.
That's exactly where I go
like,
to as well.
Oh my gosh, he's back. Look at this highly edited video of him playing basketball where he looks phenomenal
In a hoodie.
Mhm.
and that's like, so that clip, look at my finger, that clip is like 40 seconds and it's probably from a full weekend of playing basketball.
No, come on.
Full afternoon.
What? Are we not pro Hartenstein on this podcast?
No, we are, but I'm just saying, just don't, don't
Yeah, just don't
temper your expectations.
I'll say this:
Okay.
he looks really good.
Look great.
that style that he's playing, like in that video,
Yeah,
is what I think the Rockets were trying to do with him initially in his career, like at the start of the career.
yeah,
That's why I got confused at some point a couple of years ago, where I'm like, the guy on the Knicks did not play like that.
yeah.
The guy on the Knicks did not.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, is this the same Hartenstein that the Rockets drafted? And it
Mhm.
was. But I think that's awesome.
I'm just saying, if he wanted to, Gordon Hayward could put together a clip
Oh yeah,
thing just like that.
and maybe even better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Every NBA guy could
Yeah.
put together a package that looks like that, where you're like, whoa, is this the best player to ever play the game?
Yeah, it is.
And I think I could too.
No, against 5 or 6 year olds.
You know
I
what?
agree with you.
I think we can
8-year-olds
arrange.
were
I think
pushing it.
you know what? I think we should actually do this.
I'm just saying, I could.
I think that we.
All you need is like, okay, and especially if they're in on it, be like, okay, here's going to be a really good overhead pass down the court, and here's one where I'm lower the goal, I'm dunking.
Okay, we can lower the goal for your video. Andrew's going to set it up with his kids, is where I think he's going.
I'm not going to make the time to do this. I have a life. Guys, please.
That's really annoying.
But I
Because
could. But I could.
You just spent. You're trying to convince us that you would look like an NBA
know, but
player
I don't
against
want-
8-year-olds. We're saying, here's your opportunity.
I know, but the
You're like,
problem is,
I don't have time.
but the
I have a
problem
life."
here's the problem. If I don't, and then I have just a video that's just absolutely embarrassing,
Yes, but this is really good for the podcast.
No.
So,
but bad for me.
well, good for all of us.
Can't do it.
One team, one dream.
Nope.
But then what we do is we use AI tools to make you look amazing.
Now we're talking. Here's the thing: if I do it, we have to retire my jersey
Okay.
Here.
well,
in Andrew's driveway.
the 69 down to dunk jersey.
But yes,
Okay.
that
Okay.
should be retired for the Thunder.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. He did look great. I hope this means that he's the best player ever now.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It would be cool if he's actually hitting jumpers.
If he played
the
like
season.
that,
If he, oh yeah, I mean, if he plays like that, then yeah, start him and play him with Chet 40 minutes a game. You kidding me? If him and Chet can play outside in
yeah,
both of them
yeah.
and protect the hoop, then
Yeah.
yeah.
And to be clear, like I don't know who's starting.
Are they
Just to be clear, I have no idea who's starting.
going to have him shooting threes? Does he shoot threes?
He has in the past shot a limited number of threes.
Mhm.
Didn't hardly shoot any last year, but in years prior has. My guess is that he'll shoot some threes. I don't know how many, but not. I wouldn't guess it would be a lot. But
Some open corners.
I think he would take some threes, maybe some trailers.
Ooh,
You know, I don't know.
that's
I-
Chet's spot though. Oh well, if Chet's not playing. See, I'm already just thinking he's playing with Chet.
I mean, it's certainly possible. I'm not going to sit here and act like I have information on who's starting. I don't know that anybody knows who's starting right now. So,
Even internally.
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure that they have a much better idea of who's starting, but I also know that they are very flexible and like are getting the group together
Mm-hmm.
and are going to want to see what it all looks like. You know, you can have your theoretical ideas of what works and what doesn't work, but I think you get into camp and you actually get to find out,
Yeah.
you know, what's going on with.
They're not gonna decide until they haven't decided.
And honestly, they've had a lot of flexibility with their lineups. Like, who's to say that one night you start Hartenstein, the next night you start Caruso?
Yeah.
You know,
Do you have a lot of flexibility? Can you touch your toes?
I cannot.
I can't either.
I'm bad. No,
I do not
I'm
have-
stiff
I'm-
as a board.
I'm working on my flexibility. I'll say that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yoga?
I've done some yoga.
Okay.
I'm
just stretching out.
I'm trying to. I'm
Hey,
trying
that's
to.
good.
Can I ask why you're working on your flexibility?
I just want to stay in shape.
Yeah. Is it good to be flexible? I guess it is to prevent injury. It's
Yeah,
good to be
definitely.
flexible.
Definitely.
I got good news. Round is a shape.
It's good news. It's great news.
You know.
Okay. Anything else? That's about all I could scrounge up.
There's really not been much. You guys want to talk about the James Dolan case being dismissed or no?
I don't even know what you're talking about. So no.
Okay. I also don't.
You guys
really
want to talk about Moo Ding, the pygmy hippo?
we can talk a little mooding.
I bet you're gonna get some chat action.
I
with
love that
Mooding.
little hippo. He's made my life. She has made my life a lot better. And my Twitter's almost exclusively Moo Ding.
That's awesome, man.
Wow.
That sounds more wholesome than
Because I've liked and retweeted a lot of Moo Ding.
Yeah.
And the more you put out, the more you get.
Your phone knows that you love mooding.
It knows I love Moo Ding.
Wow.
It's really good.
Shout out to mooding.
I bet her skin is so. What do you think that feels like?
Soft, but slick.
Squishy or
Squishy.
firm?
Squishy.
Yeah, I think the actual I think there's tension on the skin itself, but then underneath there's a lot of.
It's like
squishy.
When stuff that like soft like water park, not slide material, but like
Yes, I do.
kind of that
the
like
mat.
that, like the mat.
Yes.
I bet that's what it feels like.
Oh,
I think so too.
would you lay your face on Mooding? Would you sleep on Mooding?
And a pillow, yeah. Moo Ding would not like that.
There should be a Mooding Squishmallow.
I also, I mean, there should be. I also watched The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives
Yeah,
this past weekend. Highly recommended.
really.
I saw you tweeting about
It's on
that one.
Hulu. Very
Secret
good.
Lives of
And
Mormon.
one of them, one of the Mormon wives in the show, gets a divorce, and she has a party to celebrate that she's just gotten divorced. And I'm telling you, within the next, I would say, year, she will be dating a Utah Jazz player.
Oh, really?
A guarantee.
Really?
Guarantee.
Because she's a star and she's
She's a nice lady.
So Joel Embiid, this just in from
really.
our colleague Sham Sharania says that.
Congrats, Shams. By the way, you won.
Yeah, you win, Shams. Shams, we'll talk more about that here in just a minute. We have a TQ.
True.
Joel Embiid signs a 3-year, $193 million max extension with the 76ers
Oh my
with a
God.
player option for 28-29. He will be making in 5 years $301 million. So shout out to Joel Embiid.
So what? How much is that per year?
It's an average of $60 million.
$1 million.
$1 million.
Dr. Evil. 1990s money. That's no longer that much money.
That's so good. Okay. I mean, shout out to Joel for getting this money. I would be so concerned if I were a Philadelphia fan. Honestly.
What else do you do, though? That's what they do.
I know.
That's what they got to do.
I know. Here's the thing. You know, like everybody kind of clowns on the Clippers because of their injuries. And, you know, Paul George leaves the Clippers. Oh, of course, because Kawhi's always broken down. Why does Joel not have the same reputation?
I think he does.
Then why is everybody celebrating Kawhi leaving one injured player for another injured player? And act like this is great. This is amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone was. It didn't feel like anyone was. It's like, this is not going to work either. I feel like.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I know what you mean. I just think it's like the Clippers just have that. It's the Clippers. It's like part of their brand.
The Clippers have actually been to the conference finals in the last few years.
I know, but
This Joel Embiid has never been past the second round.
No, he hasn't.
Never.
Kawhi made sure of that.
Are we?
Kawhi was part of why.
Yeah.
He was part of Kawhi.
Kawhi, yeah.
Are we saying known loser?
I'm just.
Oh yeah, he's on the watch list already.
I'm just saying. Yeah, he and PG are on the watch list.
Yeah.
I mean that.
I don't know. Shout out to Joel. He's incredibly talented, great player, MVP. He's earned everything, but I just worry about his body breaking down. Like that's the only concern that I would have.
This is through how long?
28, 29. He has a player option.
Yeah.
For what will be maybe $70 million.
And guess what? He's taking it.
He's taking it.
Yeah, go ahead and pick that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and pick that up in 28, 29.
That's hilarious. They're like, we'll get. Why is there a player option? I guess you just have to do that because he's your star. He's your max guy. He's what you're hanging on. So
yeah.
Well, good for Joel.
Good for Joel.
Known loser, watch list. Decided to be on Team USA's Olympic team.
Yep, he did. Yeah. I mean, obviously a great player. But I would be a little concerned.
When I think of great American basketball players, first I think of Joel Embiid.
With his French passport, born in Cameroon.
Yeah.
What a great. I mean, he has lived a massive portion of his life in the United States.
Of course, he's an American citizen. Yes, I just think it's like, all right.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I guess Philly just wanted to get him locked up, but I would just be concerned at locking him in at the max.
Well,
when he's
Daryl Morey's job is kind of
33 and 34,
depending on him as well.
Yeah, I guess I just would be concerned about that in general.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're Philly, what else do you do? I mean, I don't blame them for doing it. It's just, I don't know. I just don't know if it's the best course of action to win a title. But I guess we'll find out this year when he inevitably has another weird injury and they go out in round 2.
It's going to happen.
That'd be great.
It's going to crappen.
And then the Philadelphia 76ers will be exposed to playoff P.
It's going to crappen.
It's going to crappen. Okay. Let's
hop to some TQs.
Let's take a break and then we'll hop to some TQs. And we're back.
We're back.
We're back after that quick break.
Guys. Twitter questions. You got questions and you ask them on Twitter. Now we answer them for you. This is Twitter questions. Now let's get down to it.
Jimmy.
The new Christmas Lego set was announced. You guys excited for it? Did you see what this is? Santa's post office. Pretty exciting.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Be
Busy post office.
It'd be a great addition.
Santa's post office comes. There's a hot air balloon in the back because
Why?
I guess that's how the letters are delivered. I don't really know, but it's there. It's gonna look great.
No.
Yeah, we're very excited. Also, there's a smaller thing that you can get. It's like $20. It's a postal truck. It's gonna look great.
Why is there a hot air balloon?
Taylor Venus in the chat wants to know the serial grade for this Joel Embiid contract. Is this like Cheerios? Something you got to do, but you don't really want to do?
Yeah. No, it's like
Heart healthy
Wheaties. Yeah, something
Wheaties.
that's
Or like when
healthy.
you're-
it's
when you're-
necessary.
When you're older, it's Fiber One,
Yeah.
where it's like,
This is
you know
Fiber
what?
Oh, what's the stuff that you put in? Grape nuts.
Grape nuts.
Grape
sure.
nuts. You put it in.
Yeah, they're all kind of the same category of cereal where
some
it's like,
yogurt.
listen, my physician said that this might be a good idea.
My physician.
My physician.
My physician.
My physician.
Your prescription is grape nuts. It's grape nuts. These are good nuts.
My physician. Eat a man and take a baby Tylenol. It's good for your heart. My
My physician.
Yeah, I'd grape nuts.
Uh,
Hey, let's go to our first Twitter question.
Also, why do we think doctors tell you what cereal to eat?
They do. They tell. That's like a,
That's a thing.
yeah, don't they?
I don't know. My physician.
Okay.
Oh man, just start asking questions.
Hey,
oh, man, anytime.
and this is their Twitter thing is kind of Mooding-esque. It's from @hippodresser,
Oh,
who wants to know, in honor of Woj moving on to college basketball, what was your favorite Woj bomb?
favorite Woj bomb. For me, it had to be the DeAndre Jordan saga.
God, I remember exactly where I was.
It was
that
great.
Probably is the best.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was legitimately great.
I was painting a house
Wow.
outside of a house.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Mark Cuban is driving around, can't get in the neighborhood gate or something like, and then it's like he got in the neighborhood gate. Now he's banging on the front door. They won't let him in.
Yeah, and then, like they have a chair propped up against the door.
Yeah.
They make a decision, and he will not leave until a decision is made.
Yeah.
Lord,
It's awesome. That was so great.
Let's see. I mean, I remember the one where he tweeted like "Good Lord" during the trade deadline.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't exactly a Woj bomb. The one that's probably the most memorable Woj bomb was when the Thunder traded Paul George to the Clippers in the middle of the night, 12:55 a.m. I guess that's Eastern time. That's probably one of the more memorable ones.
Yeah.
Because he didn't break Paul George to OKC. That was Ramona Shelburne. But Woj did break PG to LA for SGA. But SGA wasn't even mentioned in the tweet, which is funny because it says Oklahoma City's trading all-star Paul George to the Los Angeles Clippers for a record-setting collection of draft choices. Draft choices.
Yeah, that's
Interesting wording there, Woj.
it was 1 a.m.
No, I mean, shout out. I mean, he's like
It was 1 a.m.
Woj. I mean, he absolutely destroyed the competition in almost every way in his career.
Yeah.
So
Until the young protege.
you're thinking he probably doesn't want to be up, on the phone all night at 1 a.m. calling about Paul George anymore?
I mean, probably not.
Probably not.
No. Where
So
did he go? What's his alma mater?
Same Bonaventures.
And he's
Going on some Bonnie Ventures.
going on a Bonaventure, and he's the GM.
Yeah,
But colleges don't have GMs. I don't really understand that.
I don't know.
It's some cushy job that is going to pay him a lot of money, and now he can.
He's just
relax.
he's putting
So
together
he's-
their team.
So he's like not the athletic director because he's not doing everything, but he's like he's the basketball athletic director.
Basically, he's helping put together the basketball team. Is what he's doing.
Is this because NIL is so different now that you kind of can put together a basketball team?
Yeah, I mean, totally. Yeah, and I can't imagine that would be a low stress job either.
You don't think so? Definitely more low stress than the one he had.
Yeah, but I think like this navigating NIL and all these. I mean, it's not. I don't know. Woj probably couldn't operate in a low stress job or like a job that was really slow, just because he's been doing this for so long.
Right. This is life.
But he doesn't have to do TV. He doesn't have to travel as much and be at all these games. He can probably be more parked in one place.
Yeah.
Where is Bonaventure?
I mean, I think it's in New England.
I know, but New England, that doesn't tell me where it's at.
Listen, man, I'm just telling you, it's in New York.
What area?
I'm trying to zoom out right now. I'm trying to zoom out.
Okay. Oh. Well, it's practically Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's practically Pennsylvania. It's PP. Yeah.
It's PP.
It's PP.
Practically Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Cool. I guess. Whatever.
Shams wins.
I have nothing
Okay,
else to
see
say.
it,
Shout out to
you know.
Shams. Way to go, Shams.
What
Right
is
now.
the movie equivalent to, like, because Shams worked underneath Woj, learned everything he did from Woj, and then decided to turn on his master and compete directly with his master.
Yeah. Is this an Obi-Wan,
Yeah.
Darth Vader situation?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. I think that's right. Anakin, not Anakin. Yeah,
Lightsaber-
Anakin.
Lightsabering a bunch of kids.
Yeah, that's Shams.
That kind of makes sense.
It's
Shams
Shams.
seems like a crazy person.
I've met Shams a few times.
Not in a negative way.
He's a nice guy.
I don't mean that in a
He's a
bad
good-
way.
Like, okay. Like a good version of that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Just a good version
a
of
crazy
crazy.
person.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
let's,
crazy. That's all right. It's unrelatable.
hey, let's go to our next Twitter question. It comes from Musamala1101, who says, we have a big three. Do we have that fourth unsung hero on our team already to help win us a championship, or will we need to trade for him?
After that video, I'm thinking it's Isaiah.
I think this is just.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
this-
We have two Isaiahs now.
This
Yeah.
is Dort erasure. I hate to say it. It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
This is Lou Dort.
I think they have many options for who this could be. You have your big three, but I think that Hartenstein, Caruso, Dort, Case and Wallace, even Isaiah Joe as well, who's not like an old guy. I think that all of those guys could be that player for us.
It's just it. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I were to rank them, I would probably say Caruso number 1, Hartenstein 2, Dort 3, Kaysen 4, Joe 5.
I think the reason Andrew's saying Caruso is because when he was on the Lakers in that final series, actually through the whole playoffs, the year that the Lakers won the championship in the bubble, he was on that team, right? Yeah, he was. He was so good and made such important plays, hustle plays. And I still think of Caruso on that team. I think of, let's see, what order do I think of that team? LeBron, AD, Caruso.
KCP, Kyle Kuzma.
Nope, Caruso.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think you guys are wrong. I think it's Dort.
I think Caruso, as long as he stays healthy, is like the perfect complementary player for this group.
Mhm.
He's going to be way better than what people think. With his shooting, his playmaking, his decision making in general, I think is probably really underrated. And then his ability to defend, which is like his number one skill, is outrageous for a guy his size. When they played Milwaukee, he defends Giannis, Middleton, Andrew Holiday. Like he defends all those guys.
Yeah. It's so awesome to have like him and Dort.
The fact that you have both of them and Kaysen, honestly,
And Kaysen. And then J-Dub and Shea are good defenders too.
they're good defenders. I mean,
And then you have Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet. I mean, this team is going to be so annoying to play
they're going to
against.
be ridiculous on the defensive end. Like who's like last year, Giddey was like clearly the worst defender on the team.
Yeah.
Of like the top 10 players, who's the worst defender on the team?
I don't know because I guess it's Wiggins or Joe, but Wiggins isn't bad.
It's probably one of those two.
Yeah.
And it's probably Joe. But Joe's not bad either.
No, Wiggins just has length. He's taller. It's just
Yeah.
easier for him to play defense. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, everyone on this team is so capable. It goes from capable defender quickly to elite defender.
Yeah.
There's what, 4 elite defenders on this team now?
Chet, Hartenstein, Caruso,
Dort.
Yeah, I mean those are 4 of the best defenders in the NBA.
Yeah,
4 of like the best 15 defenders in the NBA.
that's insane. That is going to be so awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, we keep talking about the offense and how it's going to work offensively. Defensively, there's going to be no issues.
There shouldn't be.
It'll be good. It'll be fun. You ready to have some fun?
Are you ready to have some fun?
You ready to have some fun? I'm ready for fall weather.
Me too. Next
Oh.
week, brother.
Yeah?
Next week,
You got
brother.
a little cardigan picked out already?
Not yet. I haven't gone cardi shopping.
It was so hot yesterday.
I bought a
Yeah, it's
cardi.
gonna
I
be
bought a
hot
cardi.
again. You did?
Yeah.
Cardi if you want to party.
I'm telling you,
How party?
on my little
It's still gonna be in like like high 70s, 80s. I think.
So that's better. I mean, that's gonna feel like fall.
you take out, it gets too hot, pop off that cardi.
Hey, in the morning you're gonna have to wear a long sleeve or a hoodie, Andrew.
Yeah. Cardi.
Wake up in the 50s. Ooh, that's a little cheery.
But what's been hitting on my little Instagram? Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yeah.
Oh, they're back.
They're back and their stuff good.
Yeah.
They've got some cool things.
Wow.
They're so
saying.
back.
God, they're trying to get us, man.
They're
They're trying to get us.
They've kind of rebranded.
They know that we're old
Hollister
now.
too.
I-
Hollister, the same thing.
I don't think they have the shirtless guy out front.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because they
Do you ever watch the Netflix Abercrombie documentary?
Yeah.
No, but I saw a lot about it, so I know enough about it.
Yeah.
Maybe I've watched some of it. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
I'll just say this: I'm surprised they're back.
Oh yeah, definitely.
How so to be the shirtless guy that's outside of Abercrombie,
Yeah.
that's just there, that's just like welcoming people in.
Yeah.
Today, they come to you and they say, Penn Square Mall, we want you to be standing outside shirtless. Starting today, how much do they have to pay you?
How much do they have to pay me to be shirtless out?
Yeah, and you're working 9 to 5
9 to 5.
every day.
Are we talking like an hourly rate? Is that what you're saying?
No, like a yearly rate.
A yearly rate?
Salary.
That's my job. That's my only job.
Uh-huh.
Shirtless guy.
Yep.
And they look at my shirtless self and say, "We choose you."
We choose you.
Yeah.
But how much do they have to pay you? Because I've got to be. It's.
If I'm working 9 to 5, I mean, it's got to be a lot.
I'm saying I've got to. It's got to be.
We're in 6 digits.
I'm a million. I got to be a million.
A million?
A million.
Oh, I'm way cheaper. Than
I mean,
you.
if we have the bargaining token of like we want you and you alone, then yeah, like you make them pay.
No, they come to the table and they're like, 250. Yeah, I'm doing that. Just 100 flat.
Dollars? $100 a year?
One-
Wow, I can't believe you
Damn.
accepted that. I can't believe you
You just-
accepted $100 for a year.
You really undersold yourself, man.
Wow, you must really enjoy that.
It's like
I would not. I'm so pale. Well, and you'd become this viral like joke too.
Yeah.
For sure. You would be. So
But that's
what's the
how
amount?
you make the extra money on the other side is that you become
Oh, the pale.
Did you see
the pale man.
I saw on
The pale
I saw on TikTok
tone.
there was the 8-year-old girl that drove herself to Target and took $400 from her parents and drove her
Mhm.
parents' car SUV far away to Target, and then they found her. She was drinking a frappuccino shopping in Target. Did you not see that?
I haven't seen this.
No.
I think that the parents refused to be like identified on the news and let her be interviewed, which I think is really smart of those parents.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because you can't reward that behavior,
No,
and then your
no.
child will also like if they did it correctly, that child probably could get a TV show.
Yeah, but you don't. That
you
never
can't
goes,
do it.
and it doesn't go well for kids on TV.
I know. Smart. I think
It
it's
does
smart of
not.
those. I think smart of those parents.
It is
It does
smart.
not.
Did I tell you guys about just before we leave Abercrombie? I had a manager at I worked at Zoomies when I was a teenager in the mall, and the manager came over and started working at Zoomies, but she was a manager at Abercrombie, and she was telling us Abercrombie had like easily the highest theft rate of any
Oh yeah.
store, like easily by far. It was
Yeah.
a really big deal, but they didn't really care because their sales were so through the roof.
Yeah.
And we said, why was the theft rate so high? Because she said, we hire terrible employees. And we were like, why? She's like, because Abercrombie, they teach you just walk around the mall and find hot people and say, do you want to work at Abercrombie?
Yeah.
And they say, yeah. And then you hire them and they're terrible employees. Their whole thing was just get good looking people
Yeah.
in the store.
Yeah,
that
that's
was the
part
whole
of-
thing.
Yeah.
It's
part
part
of
of the thing.
part
You
of
could
the
tell
doc.
you knew who like when we were in high school, you knew who had stolen the stuff from Abercrombie
Yeah.
because they had 2 holes right here on the
Yeah,
side
yeah,
because they'd ripped out the security tag,
yeah.
and like it was almost like
People, they would just walk through and
Yeah.
they'd have a Abercrombie bag. They'd rip off those things and just shove it in the bag.
yeah,
Yeah.
And then they
And
would
like-
just walk out.
and it was almost like
The employees were just like texting.
and it was almost like the cool thing to have the 2 holes right there. It's like, oh, that's a bad boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No?
that's true. Yeah.
So
With your 3 polos on, your 3 layered Abercrombie polos,
yeah,
Pop
ripped
collar.
all- pop
collar,
collar.
Yeah.
come on,
That's a
It's
bad
true.
boy.
And that's why Alex Caruso is the unsung hero.
Mm-hmm.
boo. Okay, our next Twitter question comes from at Austin Walsh, who says a genie lets you look into the future and see the Thunder's regular season record next year. They ended the season at 48-34, but there were no significant injuries. What went wrong? This isn't a doom tweet. I just need to guard myself with all the national talk about us. Here's
No
the thing. You've already
injuries.
made a huge mistake.
It's a doom tweet.
Here's the thing. You've already made a huge mistake. You're getting wishes from a genie, and this is your wish. Well, first wish, what is it?
I can't say.
It's more wishes.
That's
We don't know
against
yet.
the rules.
We don't know yet. We don't know the rules, but that you have to do it first just to see.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't, you wasted it. This is a terrible wish for a genie.
I agree with you, but it's not answering his question.
Well, I'm just saying. What went wrong?
I don't. I just.
Where
I
does
just
that-
can't
where-
see it happening.
Like if that was last year, where would that put us in the standings?
How many wins was it?
48.
8.
48 wins. I mean, they're in like the middle of the pack of the West, like toward the back. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Oh, wait, no, that was right. I had it right.
I don't know. I guess it's just like they're
48 wins would put them in the play-in. They would have been,
okay. Give
Good.
us the teams.
so they would have played the Warriors in the play-in.
Okay, but the Warriors had no significant injuries. I don't know. That's impossible. I don't know. They couldn't get their offensive game together. It just didn't
If they
work
won,
out.
I mean, if it was that is a low number for this team that just won 56
yeah.
with no injuries.
Don't
I
you
just
think
have a
it'd be
hard time
like
believing
they were.
Yeah, I just
like,
can't get there.
They were just like saving it for the playoffs. Like that's it. Like they were like not really focused on regular season. They were focusing on the playoffs. Like let's say that.
Or like they don't like each other.
Don't put that on.
Well, they said why? How, no significant injuries. They only win 48 games.
They
How do
don't.
we get there? How does that happen?
Yeah.
They don't like each other. The culture's bad, and they
Yeah,
can't.
which
get
are
the
things that we
offensive-
know aren't true. I don't know. This is, I mean, if they won like 52, I could see them winning like 52 games and being what, like the 4 seed or something like that. And like things just like don't click like you think they will in year 2. And they just kind of take a small step back. But I also know that they have taken a step forward with the players they
Yeah.
acquired
Mhm.
and with like not having the awkward Giddy in the starting lineup problem.
I think you're right.
So I
Hey.
don't know. I have a hard time with
I
it.
know about this. It's the next Twitter question. It's from at @barstool_OKC, who says, "Who's your Thunder sleeper player this season? Will anyone new reach guy status?"
Hmm.
I mean, Cason Wallace taking a big step forward.
He's already it. Is he not a guy yet?
He's pretty close to guy status.
I know. It wouldn't take much to get him over the guy hump. What?
Moment of silence.
Yep.
I think that perhaps Dylan Jones could be that guy. It could be like a sleeper, because when you're talking a sleeper, it's somebody that you don't expect to do something really.
Yeah.
Because when you go down the roster, like SGA, Caruso, J-Dub, Chet, Dort, J. Will, is he a sleeper?
No.
Kenrich, Cason Wallace, Joe, Hartenstein, Wiggins. Like we kind of know what all those guys are, right?
Yeah.
And so candidates for sleepers. Usman Jang, Usman Ding. Usmu Ding.
Oh,
Usmu Ding.
Ooh, I like that.
Usmu Ding. Dylan Jones. AJ Mitchell. Those are like probably the guys. So it's Usmu Ding, Dylan Jones, AJ Mitchell.
I like that.
I do like
Usmu
that.
Ding.
Who's Mooding? What if I look at some Mooding right now? Mood. I love that. Look at that little guy.
Wow. Shout out to Usmu Ding.
I don't know if people can see.
It's too glary because of the light.
It's beautiful Mooding. It's like a senior portrait Mooding.
I'm going. That's not like a senior portrait at all.
Kinda. I mean, kind
With
of.
fire all around it.
I mean, like kind of though. Like, look, because it has like the little signature at the bottom. It's
Yeah,
almost senior.
Okay, I'm with you now. Okay, I'll go Dylan Jones. I like Dylan Jones. He's a weird player. I'm excited to watch him. Taylor has lost control.
Usmu Ding is so stupid. I like that.
Here's the thing. Mooding is like it's like 90% of my Twitter feed now.
People, will you please explain? I'm sure there are people that are listening to this
Mooding.
that people don't know what mooding is.
Mooding is a pygmy hippo.
Why are you going full Trump when you're trying to explain this?
Mooding is a pygmy hippo in the Thailand Zoo. And I don't. Have you seen one of the best ever do it? He is a
Some say the pygmiest.
he is a beautiful creature.
She
is a beautiful creature that has brought a renewed joy to my life. She bites. She's basically constantly like slippery, small, cute, fat. Bites her handlers, but in like a cute way, like puppy way.
Yeah.
And just get on Twitter
Oh,
and
man.
search Mooding, and you're gonna find. Hey, that's your afternoon.
Oh.
Hey guys, I got a question for you. Miffed and are you paid?
Miffed and peeved.
No, I'm grateful and blessed right now. I have not been tickled in such a profound way.
Who's Mooding?
You've been GMB'd by Mooding
Yeah.
and Usmuding.
Yeah. And Luke and just this whole podcast today has been really pleasant.
My garbage disposal broke, so
Another,
Shout
big surprise. Another one of Andrew's
shout out.
appliances is broken.
I mean, it's true. I gotta go buy another one.
You
And
have
I'm-
a curse. You have an appliance curse put upon you.
I do.
You putting too much stuff down there?
Mm-mm. It's an older one.
Well, I'm just telling you, you're about to. I mean, it's gonna be great. I got a new disposal.
Yeah.
This is a few years ago.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Old one worked like half the time. Sometimes you'd have to go down and crank it.
Yeah.
Were you down there cranking it? Start it up.
No.
Okay. I've had one that I had to crank it, and it's terrible. You want to before you use it, you got to crank it. You
Mhm.
do not want to do that.
Mm,
You want it where you just flip the switch and it works.
well, don't we all?
Hey, something I'm not miffed about at all is down to dunk night 2K24.
Ooh.
Oh man, I'm so
You
excited.
got to get your tickets. It's for Friday, November 8th. They play the Houston Rockets. I've heard of a lot of people that have already gotten tickets. The first 150 people that get their tickets will get to get on the court and take a big picture with us. But if you're not one of the first 150, you don't get to do that, apparently.
Oh really?
So you better get yourself a ticket now.
Shoot, they're only letting 150 people down there.
So I think so. So you better get your tickets today. There
Get
is
on it.
I will put a link in the chat, and I will put the link on the YouTube page, and you can always go to our Twitter page at Down to Dunk to find that link as well. So you better be there, be square. It's on a Friday, so if you're in Kansas City or Tulsa or wherever else. It's a great time because it's a weekend down to dunk night.
This is our 4th year doing it, correct, Amundo?
Oh man, is that right?
Yeah,
I think that's right.
Yes, correct, Mundo.
Wow.
So, and we've had great success with the past 3.
What's happening?
So this is a big, if you haven't done it before, you need to do it. It's really fun. You'll make friends. It's a great community, down to dunk community. Wow, it's such a friendly, loving group of people.
It's a great group.
It's a great group and it's fun. And you sit, by the way, if you don't know and if you haven't been before, you will be sitting with other down to dunk ticket buyers, whatever. So you're going to be
Sitting with some dunkers.
Sitting with dunkers, among friends, among family.
Yeah, it's great. So go get your tickets. I just posted it in the chat here on YouTube. I'll also put it in the YouTube comments section. If you'll please, if you're watching on YouTube right now, please like the video and leave a comment about how excited you are for Down to Dunk Night and how excited you are for Usmu Dang's great season upcoming. We'll talk to you guys again on Monday.